is now live. Multi-streaming with.
Oh, goodness. Knock that off, dummy. Oh, knock it off. Come on. All right. Okay, he says he's online, but obviously his server is full. Full server. Alright, I'm just gonna go mining. That's all I'm gonna do. Nothing spectacular. If it'll log in. Endless loading screens. Come on. You can do it. There it goes. Okay. Where the hell am I at? I'm in my caterpillar.
Warning. You are blocking an active flight bay. Please
Wow.
vacate the vicinity.
I am in my caterpillar. Why am I in the caterpillar? Wow. Okay.
Initiating ship storage procedure.
Wonderful.
For safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm about to get kicked out of my caterpillar. I think I went the wrong way. I am in a hangar. Can I jump? Let's jump. Ah! Wow, that was pretty cool. Damn. Huh. Logged into my caterpillar in the hangar. That's pretty cool. Huh. That's really pretty cool. I'm thinking that was cool. Wow. Frame rates over 60. I'm stuck in here and can't get out. Is that what you're telling me? There it goes. Go to the lobby, Bobby. I will store it if I get a chance. Come on. Let's just store it. Let me out of the elevator. I don't want to be in the elevator. Come on, let me out. All right. I don't think it should show up. I'm a little surprised I logged into the caterpillar. I mean, I was saved to it, but I thought that I'd already landed with it. It shouldn't have happened. Store. Let's see. Okay. Let's take unknown. Why would my prospector be at Port Olisar? Damn. Oh yeah, that's right. Blew up on the pad because they sold the quantanium in it, but obviously it didn't sell all of it, so what was left blew it up. I remember now. Yes. I remember. I just can't decide whether I want to try a 5 Cosmos. I've been thinking of buying one with a better resolution, but this one's pretty good. I just don't know if it's worth upgrading for the resolution. That'd be the only thing I gain. I think the inside out tracking is better on this one from what I read, although I have enough light in this room. I have a light bar above this computer desk that I can really light it up, so I do not got a damn hair stuck to my rift here, I think, tickling my nose. I can't decide if I want a Cosmos or not. Well, you guys are just kinky, okay? Get a room. Just get a room. Oh, goodness. Yes, I knew we had a hair hanging off here somewhere tickling my nose. It's true. Now it's gone, and the nose is not getting tickled. But I'm just going to go mining here. I'm going to get over 1.3 million credits, I think. I guess Carrick must be the ship of the month. I don't know what the flare is. Alright, we claimed it. Should have a fresh prospector. Hopefully it'll have all the parts. If it spawns. It may not spawn here. Doesn't look good. Things are looking rotten. It's looking like Star Citizen ain't gonna spawn, is it? Damn it. Hopefully it spawned anyway, even though it says it didn't. Stored. Oh, come on. Don't tell me we lost our prospector. Come on, Sig. There it is. They finally found it. Finally found it. It didn't duplicate again. Frame rates are really, really good here today, this evening. I'm running 64, 65 in the game, 70. Headset's running 80. Don't know what the deal is here, but something's probably getting ready to break. Of course, I'm in an elevator. Probably won't be that once I get out of the elevator. They probably have the elevators instanced. Yeah, still running 45, so that's not too bad. So make sure we'll do the walk around, make sure all the parts are here. Looks like most of the parts are here. Saddlebags are on it. Helix mining head is on it. It doesn't mean it's going to be on it when I go mining, but it means when I leave it's on there. It has been known to disappear in mid-use. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Wow. What the hell was this? Are we under the ship? Are we inside the ship? I have no idea where we're at. I guess we fell out of the ship. How's that? There are no bugs in Star Citizen. You can play now. Just read the advertisements. Yep. That's all you have to do is read the advertisement. It says play now. And part of the gameplay is falling out of your ship several times. That's a game loop. It's an added feature. Alright, let's see. Start up.
Acknowledged.
No, it started. How about that? Close comms. I do
Comlink
not
closed.
use comms in VR. They're just a pain in the ass to use. Sorry about that, people. Star map.
Activating now.
I will give the shields time to charge, and we'll go to... Oh, I think we will. We'll go to Tamar. Wonder if I can... Eager Flats. Ah! It's even gonna let me go there. Son of a gun, something's wrong. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Okay, I think we're ready to rock and roll. Start up. Oops, we're already running. Don't need to do that. Take off.
Ascending.
Oh my God.
Retracting modules.
It's a working.
Handing you the com.
Star Citizen is working. It is a joyous occasion. We gotta go down around here. Okay. Whoops. Running pokey thing. Range.
Collecting data.
There is ambitious dreams or whatever it is. Jump.
Jumping.
We are jumping. Look out, world. Bunny rabbits away. And we're leaving the armistice zone. We are no longer in the armistice zone. Systems agreeing. Hello, Eden.
Greetings, Commander.
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm known as me.
What are you?
I just don't have that information.
So I guess a date's out of the question. Huh. See how that get an IEI and they just don't play the game. She might be stuck up. Just might be stuck up. Alright. If I can make 50K, I'll be over 1.3 million in credits. Yep. I have a decent run here. Of course, it gets as decent as I want to make it. It's how long I want to spend mining. Sometimes you get lucky right off the bat, you get a full load of good stuff. Sometimes. And sometimes you spend more time. Gonna run into Crusader. Look out, Crusader. We're coming. Alright. Earlier today, I went out and did a light cargo run. Actually worked. Just got cheap stuff. Only made about 30K in a Caterpillar, so you can tell I didn't risk a whole lot. Range.
Collecting data.
I just don't like to risk a whole lot when I cargo trade. Just not worth it. To me. Jump.
Jumping.
We're back into bunny rabbit mode. Whee! QT is not running really well. We're running about 35 frames per second in game. Like to say, the key is your headset, not game frame rate. But you do like to see it running closer to 40. Seems to run a little better. Range.
Collecting data.
This will be the place. Jump.
Jumping.
And everything seems to be running good. How about that? Just a miracle. People do tell me I should have stream at the same time every day, but you know what? I'm retired. I do this for fun. I don't do this for clicks and subscriptions and whatever. I just do it because I'm having fun. So the odds of me setting up a stream the same time every day to get people to watch more is just not going to happen. I don't, like I say, I don't do it for money. I don't do it so it's a job. I do it just to have fun. Because it is fun to talk to different people when you stream. And this is not a Star Citizen channel. I run a lot of different games that I have fun with. And I play a lot and I do not stream at all. You can do that when you get old and have free time. Like I say, I've been thinking about buying a Cosmos for a little bit better resolution. It's the only thing I game, I just don't know if it'd be worth the money. Because it really looks really good in a Rift S. Most VR games do. Scanning mode. Do I
Accepted.
see
You may
any
now
rocks?
proceed.
No, I don't see anything, but we'll pop it. Scan, see what we got. The LODs in this game are so short. Now, when we're in bright daylight like this, it's really easy to see the rocks. In fact, that rock over to the left there this is a mineable rock. And it's not showing up on the scanner, mining mode, because the scanner doesn't work right most of the time. Mining mode.
Affirmative.
Star
Stand by.
Citizen. You have to realize most things are broken. It's not a good rock anyway. I think I saw one more out here. It didn't show up on the scanner, so I think it's over here. The color of the rocks are different when they're mineable. There it is. And like I say, the scanner just... I had Star Citizen. Tigertanium. Don't want it. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
But you can actually mine, especially if they increase the load distances. You could mine without a scanner in daylight. You can't do it at night, of course. See, I don't even see the rock here. It claims it's in this area. Now it will eventually show up. Somewhere, maybe, but not all the time. Sometimes it'll give you a rock reading and there's no rock to be seen. And I sure don't see one the right color, so my guess is it's just a bad scan, unless it's this one right here. Like I say, it's Star Citizen. Things don't work. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Most everything. Oh, well, see, that's a good material, but not enough higher percentage. 2% is not worth my time. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You
Just
may
have
now
to
proceed.
realize, Star Citizen, pretty much, you just got to work around everything. See, I'm pretty sure this rock and that rock over there are mineable. It's not showing up. There it goes. Mining mode. They're just like I say, things just
Affirmative.
don't
Stand
work
by.
right. And it's not even going to register here. See? This is Star Citizen. Oh, there's one. Like I say,
Thinking of trading my Retaliator for a Freelancer Max.
Retaliator's the bomber, right? So if you're using it for cargo, this rock's not going to mine. The Max holds quite a bit of cargo, and This thing's a fun little ship. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now
Yes.
proceed.
And it is definitely faster than the other freelancers, but its turn stuff is the same. Maximum turn rates and that are the same SCU speed, SCM speed. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
So it all depends what you want to do with it. Scanning mode. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now
And
proceed.
it makes a decent medium-sized cargo runner. 150 SCU, I think it is. Depending on the material, you can make, I think you can make up to 30K on some of the runs with a max if you want to risk high dollar. It's fairly quick in QT, especially if you update it with a cross-field quantum drive. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
See, once again, good material, bad percentage. I just don't want to mess with the percentage rocks. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Just don't want to mess with it. I want the good stuff. I want to make, I don't know, 7,500K. Can't do that if you take 2% rocks. Well, if there's a rock out here mineable, I sure don't see it. Colors are all wrong. They say in daylight it's easy to spot them, but I don't see it. So we're not going to waste time looking for it. Okay, we're not going to get rich here if we don't find something. Whoops, see, that one didn't even show up on the scanner. Like I say, it's Star Citizen. Things are broke. Don't work as advertised. Mining mode. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
3%. Still a shitty rock. Gotta be better rocks out here. I like to keep them at least over 10%. And sometimes it takes longer to find them, but it makes your life easier in the long run. Even though you may be out longer, but you'll make a bigger payload. Scanning mode. And there
Accepted.
are
You may
rocks
now
out
proceed.
here that are 15, 20%, and they really pay well on one rock, especially if it's a big one. But there's no guarantee that's true. Now, some people could mine all day. Now, you can usually only do one run before I get bored with it, because I find it a little bit monotonous, even though it does pay pretty well if you do it properly. Mining mode.
Affirmative.
But
Stand
chasing
by.
rocks all day can get pretty boring. Mining mode. Oh, scanning mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
And I have come out and hit the RNG lottery and gotten a terrific rock first time and actually filled up my ship in a matter of 20 minutes. But that doesn't happen all that often, but it can happen. It does happen. Normally for me, make about 75K. I usually spend about an hour mining, 7,500K. Usually takes me an hour. Or up by the Lucky Rocks. And I could already fill the ship up. The trouble is, with the rocks I found, I probably wouldn't have made 15, 20K. It just wasn't worth, just not worth my time for that. Easy money, but mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Nope. Scanning mode. And And sometimes you find clusters of agrium and bexolite. They pay really well and you can clean up pretty quickly. In fact, you can only hold so much. I usually wind up having to leave most of it. I get enough to fill up. Mining mode.
Affirmative, stand by.
And there used to be hand mining turned on out here, and while I was out here, I could get out of the ship and do a little hand mining, and I could make another 20K just by taking a few minutes to hand mine. But they got it all turned off now. Here's a cluster. Even though it didn't show up on my scanners, it's there. Hopefully one of these will be a good agrium rock, maybe. %. Nope. Probably be the best there is. You say you just never know. Like I said, I don't care what the material is. See that gold, if you're looking for gold, 13% is a good percentage. You take low percentage rocks, and there's titanium, a good percentage. You take low percentage rocks, you wind up with so much inert material, the value of your cargo, your mine ore is just not going to be much. Scanning mode.
Accepted.
So
You may
the
not
key
proceed.
is to get decent percentages to begin with, and then break it down to you can get 100% percentages, and then you don't have any inert in your cargo hold, and you make a lot more money. If you're wondering how it works. Mining mode.
Affirmative, stand by.
And I shouldn't have to switch between mining mode and scanning mode, but the scanners do not work properly. See, once again, 2% just not worth messing with. Scanning mode. See, right here I am in scanning mode, and it should tell me all the information on every rock I find without switching my mining heads. But it doesn't because it's Star Citizen and things do not work. So everything is a workaround in this game. It should. Occasionally it'll pop up and it'll actually work in this mode. But most of the time it does not. It's just Star Citizen. Poorly made. You have to do what you have to do. See, right now I should be getting a reading on this rock, what it is. It doesn't. I can get in closer, it'll go into a special mode, but it doesn't work. Because it's Star Citizen. See that right now, I should be able to read what this rock is made out of. As you can see, I get no reading, doesn't tell me nothing. Mining mode.
Affirmative,
So
stand
it
by.
forces me to go into this mode, which is just a waste of time. But what else you gonna do? Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Like I say, it's Star Citizen. Things don't work most of the time. It's a game of workarounds. You can blame nobody but the developers. There's a cluster sitting out there. You can tell by the different colors. There's a rock here and then there's a cluster over there. Maybe we'll get a good one. See, right now I should be scanning this rock. Should be telling me what's in it. It doesn't ever do that. Most of the time. Mining mode. Mining mode.
Affirmative, stand
Just
by.
because it's Star Citizen. And all the White Knights say it's okay because it's alpha. Well, I don't think it's okay, but I don't care if it's alpha or not. You're going to put something in the game, see to it that it works. Star Citizen doesn't think it needs to work. That's why they're a bad development team. Oh, we got it in the game. That's all that matters. We count it as done. Yeah. So what if it doesn't work? Who cares? We don't actually play our own game. We don't quality control it. Here's a whole cluster of junk. Such is life. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may
But
now
one of
proceed.
these days, they may actually put something in the game that actually works all the time. I doubt it, but they might. I keep holding out. See, these rocks are mineable and it doesn't even show up. I just... Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand
Now,
by.
see, if it was dark out, that would be a bigger problem because I'd never see them. At least in daylight it does, you know. You know it doesn't work, but at least in daylight you can spot them visually. At night, Bexolite 7%. That actually happens to be the most valuable, second most valuable ore in the game. I guess Quantanium, whatever they want to call that stolen Star Wars ore is the most valuable. However, with this stuff, you don't have to worry about it blowing you up. And that's really not a bad percentage for this particular material if I can get a good piece out of it. We'll see if we can get a good piece out of it. Might be a waste of my time. We shall see. All depends if it actually breaks down to where I get a decent good chunk. I usually don't take anything that's not at least 50% of the material I'm going after. That's the only way you're going to make a good money load. If this shows up 25% or so, yeah. Not going to make a killing on it. I mean, as you mine, you're going to come up with your own tricks and how to do things. I ain't going to say there's any right ways, but this is what works for me. I don't mess with the consumables. It just ain't worth my trouble. I don't get off this. It's going to go hot. Should break in. There we go. But see, I got it too hot. Still red. Still not very good. 13%, it doubled. Did it all stay in the same piece? That's inert, totally useless. Okay, well, it all broke into one piece, so it might be worth still pursuing. Come on, there you go. I'll try not to get it too hot again. I just wasn't paying attention at first, and I paid it. And you can use consumables. I just find them to be a pain in the ass. It ain't worth it. You can mine everything without using them when you got a good mining head. This is the best available. This Hex Helix. Alright, that's not real good. See, 23%. Gimbals.
Actioned.
Gimbals.
Actioned.
It's inert. Yeah, I wish we'd have got a better piece out of it than this, but I guess we'll take it. That's really not a very good piece. Really wasn't worth me breaking the rock. But sometimes even on a 6% rock you'll get but it's not very, yeah, see, I didn't get very much. Did not get very much. Wasn't worth me breaking. But you never know till you make the first break. Scanning mode.
Accepted.
Size
You
of
may
the
now
rock.
proceed.
It wasn't a big rock to begin with. See another cluster out here. Like I say, sometimes you do better visually than you do with your scanner because it's Star Citizen. There's 3 rocks here. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Once again, good material, bad percentage. 3 rocks, all 2% looks like. Well, like I say, you just don't know. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I mean, when you're learning, and you know, there's nothing wrong with taking a 2% rock of agrium, but like I say, you're just not gonna make a whole lot of money off your time. Yeah, see, this scanner is really acting screwy today. Super screwy, more than it normally is. Here's another good rock. It ain't showing up on the scanner. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode. Like I say, it's Star Citizen. It's mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Things in this game are always broke. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Nothing works as intended. And no, they're not going to fix it. It's been this way for years. So if you think they're actually going to fix things that are broke, you'd be wrong. Star Citizen never fixes broken shit. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
That's why things work so poorly. It just stacks on top of bad shit. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Oh, the Chris Roberts Defense League claims, oh, it's alpha there, never fix nothing. Well, you know what? They want money, they should make the shit work. Because there is fun to be had in Star Citizen until you run into the typical it doesn't work bullshit all the time. Whether it's logging in, trying to play with friends, shit just doesn't work. So people get disgusted and quit spending money. And they want your money, make no mistake about it, they're after your money. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
What they don't want to do is fix their crap. That's not on their list of things to do. They just put any old piece of junk programming out there and say it's a done deal. We did it. It's not important whether it works to them. And that's wrong. What's wrong with the development of this game? That's not a great piece, but once again, we already took 6%. We'll probably do better here than we did on the Vexilite. So what the hell? So we've already killed this load. I'll go ahead and take it. See how it breaks. Come on. You're gonna make me get closer yet. Wow. And yes, the game will try to kill you. You got lag, you got desync, got all kinds of things that just don't work in this game properly. Oh, come on. Like I say, it's really very poorly developed. But they have really good artists. I have to tell you, their artists are pretty good. Things do look good for the most part. Frame rate sucks, gameplay sucks, but it does look good doing it. Like I say, Chris Roberts has never been a very good programmer. They claim he is, but I haven't never seen it. I thought Freelancer was a joke. Which if it had been up to Chris Roberts, they'd never gotten finished. They had to finally throw him off the team after he screwed Microsoft out of so much money to make a movie. That's all he really cares about. He doesn't care about games anymore. He wants to rub elbows with actors. Well, this is really being a pain in the ass kind of rock here. Being a pain in the arse. It's not that got that much resistance. I don't know why it's being such a pain in the arse. And it could just be some desync. Not exactly what it is. Who knows? And yes, it's nice. I have head tracking, so gimbals really work really well. And I guess you can do the same thing with our shitty VoIP facial stuff, but you mean to tell me that all the pieces disappeared? Oh, there's 51%. We're going to get a good chunk for this. We are actually going to get a good chunk. We break it again, hopefully we'll get to 100%, which made it well worth my time to break a 6% rock. To say it's the luck of the RNG, you know, you don't know how it's going to work when you start. See, 100%. No junk in that piece at all. And that's what you really want. You want to break it and hope you get 100% pieces. 88%. It's not a bad piece. Okay, so technically I usually, if I'm really wanting to make money, I don't take anything less than 50%. And you're only going to get 50% on bad rocks you start with. Down here, but it's inert. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
And the rest of it I don't want. See, things just start not showing up on the scanner, but these rocks right here are good. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
3.5, no. 2%, no. 2%, no. See, I'm just not going to mess with those. It's just not worth my trouble. Mining mode. Sorry about
Affirmative.
that.
Stand by.
Scanning mode. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
They say if you want to make good money, you really need to be selective in what you take. If you don't care and you're just out having a good time, take anything you want. Come on. Mining mode. It's all good practice. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Now there's a good rock. See that? 19.37%. Not a real big rock, but we're going to get some good stuff out of it. And there are places I won't mine because it's just too aggravating. I won't microtech. I won't mine on microtech. Goddamn snow's so bad. The wind blows so hard. You can't see what you're doing. You're blinded most of the time. There's nothing enjoyable about that. I don't care what's on the planet. Every time I've gone out there to try to mine, it's just been ridiculous. Like I say, wind blows you all over the place, which you can't even hear. It does on occasion. But the worst part is that you can't even see the rocks because the snow is snowing so hard, you can't even see them. So, people who want to go there, that's fine. I'm glad they have a good time. I just won't mess with it. To me, it's just dead gameplay. I don't care what's on the planet. It's not worth the aggravation factor. To me. Other people do it. And they can make good money doing it. It just, to me, it just is not worth the aggravation. Did that say Terranite? No, titanium. Probably all we're going to get out of here, right? That's all there is. That was inert, wasn't it? Titanium. There ain't nothing else laying down there, I don't think. Nope. Well, we got a good load out of that rock. Could have been a bigger rock, would have been nice, but it wasn't. Still gonna make good money off of it. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I mean, right now, I won't hardly even do quantanium or whatever they call that damn material. It just isn't worth the hassle. It's easy enough to mine, but unless you find a really good percentage couple cluster, it just isn't worth messing with because you could only stay out for an extra 10 minutes once you mine it. And the odds of you find enough to fill yourself up is not good. Just not worth it. To me. Mining mode.
Affirmative.
I mean,
Stand
I
by.
have mined it and made 200K in a run, but I've also, you know what, it's stressful because you got to worry about it, you got to push, you have to find stuff in a hurry. It's just not fun to me. You can make money at it, but it's just, you know what, I play to have fun, not drive myself nuts. Scanning mode. Different
Accepted.
strokes
You may
for
now
different
proceed.
folks. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother looking down there. I hate mining off the side of a cliff. It just kind of takes the fun out of it. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode. I
Accepted.
say
You may now
everybody's gonna,
proceed.
you go out, you try mining, everybody's gonna come up with a different way of how they like to do things, what they like to do. Like I say, I have found a way that I can make 75 to 100K pretty easy an hour. without driving myself nuts. Mining mode.
Affirmative.
And I can
Stand
make
by.
more, but like I say, it's just not worth it to me to drive myself nuts. And places like Microtech, the weather's so bad that just, you know, it just, Quantanium, that material is just such a pain in the ass. It just, I don't bother. I don't find it fun, so I don't do it. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand
And,
by.
you know, like everything else, there are people who love that kind of stuff. Scanning mode. I just don't happen to be one. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
See, it's starting to get dark. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand
Well,
by.
the shadows are wrong to see the rocks, and now it's going to be hit and miss finding the rocks they say is here. There it is. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Like I say, things would be a lot better if things worked properly. But that's not going to happen in the near future. Probably won't happen in 5 years. So, the state of the game today, you got to use with what they give you, which isn't very much. Just the way Star Citizen is. And sometimes you can travel quite a bit of ways before you actually find something. Just finding this patience. And see, the scanner didn't even work on that pulse. That's normal. That's Star Citizen. Expect things not to work. You get less annoyed that way. See, there was a cluster down there that didn't even show up. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
And wasn't worth looking at anyway. Scanning mode. Scanning mode. That's
Accepted. You may now
Star
proceed.
Citizen. Just have to take what you can get. It is a broken, buggy mess. And it's not going to get better anywhere in the near future. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
A lot of 2% rocks. Don't want to mess with them. Scanning mode.
As you wish.
And some people say I'm too hard on them, but I don't think so. I think they're charging, and if they're charging, they should be able to take the criticism for fucking people out of their money. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
I mean, they advertise that people can play now, spend money, pledge for ships, do this, do that. You can play now. Well, I don't have a problem with that, except that's not true. Scanning mode.
Accepted.
They
You may
tell
now
people the
proceed.
truth. Well, you know what? You can actually go into Star Citizen, but you really can't play. There is no play now. But see, they lie about it. You know, typical advertisement. It's not tell the truth. So I see, you know what, as long as everything costs money, real cash, I think they should have to. I think you're quite free to criticize them. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
And I don't care if it's Chris Roberts fanboys don't like it. Mining mode. Whoops. Scanning mode.
Accepted.
I
You may
mean,
now proceed.
when they stop using deceptive advertising practices, I'll quit making fun of them. I don't think they will stop, but it's possible that they actually get a conscience. It's even possible that 100 years from now they actually start working on bugs and getting rid of them. I don't believe it, but who knows? It's possible. Like I say, if you get on a server, sometimes you come in and things work. Just amazing. Just like a miracle. And things can be a lot of fun. But just don't expect them to be fun. Because believe me, when you go in and you team up with a group and you can do things, it really is a lot of fun. FPS missions, evict the illegal aliens from the bunkers and stuff. It can be a lot of fun. Bounty missions in groups is fun. A lot of fun when things work. But most of the time they don't work. And like I say, you may go a whole day and everything works perfectly, and you log in the next day and everything's broke again. That's typical Star Citizen. That's why people get so frustrated and they badmouth them. And a guy can spend a couple $100 and he logs in and everything doesn't work, you know, and then they act like, well, how dare you be upset? You sold me $200 worth of shit and none of it works because you said it worked. Mining mode.
Affirmative.
We'll get a
Stand
rock
by.
out of this. So, like I say, they got nobody to blame but themselves for their It would be nice when you're gimbaled that this screen would shift with your head tracking, but it doesn't. Would be nice though. One more over there in there. Okay, nothing in this cluster. Is there one more rock back there? No. And some people complain they can't find nothing. Well, that's just part of RNG shit. You know, everything's random number generator. Yeah, you can spend an awful long time searching for something, but that's part of the game. That's nothing to be upset about. Scanning mode. I mean, like I say, I've come out here and filled the hold up on this in 20 minutes and made 100K. And I've come out here for an hour and a half and struggled to make 75. But that's part of the RNG, random number generator technology, and you know, some days are good days, some days are bad. So as far as that goes, I think people complain about, I can't find nothing, and really just, you know, I don't know. My complaints are shit that are supposed to be in the game don't work, they're all broke. But it's not, like I say, it's not the rest of it. I don't expect every time I go mining that I get lucky and find a rock right off the, you know, talk about it, you know, that's like giving people money in the game. So I just don't have a deal with that. Come on, there's a rock here somewhere. There we go. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
I would like things to work. That I'd like. Nothing. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You
Just
may
like
now
this
proceed.
scanner here, it's a pain in the ass having to switch to mining mode to scanning mode. It ain't killer, I mean, it's not game breaking, but it is annoying that this scanner right here is supposed to do everything that I need it to do, but it doesn't 99% of the time. Now, it will occasionally work. So the code for is in the game for it to work. The trouble is they just don't know how to make it work. See, right now I should be getting to read what's in this rock percentages, the whole works. As you can see, it just doesn't work. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
So I have to turn my mining head on to do what it's supposed to do. And like I say, that is aggravating. Scanning mode. And this is the oldest profession in the game, and it still doesn't work right. Mining has been in the game since 3.0. And we're talking, that's what, 3 years? In 3 years, they still haven't got it working. Now, that's nothing but bad quality control and bad programming. They're not working, they're too busy trying to make a movie out of Squadron 42 instead of fixing what people paid them to make, which is Star Citizen. People don't care about Squadron 42. They haven't spent all that money for Squadron 42. They spent it for the PU. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode. But see, Chris Roberts is only worried about Squadron 42 because he wants to make movies. And that's all Squadron 40 is going to be. Squadron 42 is going to be a bunch of cutscenes you have to watch all the time. It won't be a game. It'll be a movie that acts like a game, which I think is going to be pretty much the way Wing Commander was, which I found was a joke. I wanted to go out and play the game. I didn't want to watch Mark Hamill and Malcolm McDowell run back and forth to their ships every time I had to go somewhere. I found that very annoying. I also never finished the last 2 games for that reason, because you know what? I got bored with watching the same cutscenes over and over again. I didn't want to watch a movie. And when it comes to movies, all Chris Roberts does is make bad ones. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
See, there's supposed to be rocks down here that aren't going to show up. See, when you get dark side now, see, this is the problem. That things just don't show up because the game is not made right. Star Citizen. Now, see, they're going to show up now off the corner of my eye, but I'm looking right at them, they don't show up. That's just, you know what. Lights.
Lights on.
It's just Star Citizen, you know. Like I say, one thing about Chris Roberts and his team, they're not very impressive. They really don't act like they know what they're doing. 2%. I'm just having a bad day here finding good quality rocks. And that happens. Scanning mode. See the graphical glitch there?
Accepted. You may now
Star
proceed.
Citizen. Let's see how it looks. See, it just very poor design. Like I say, I really don't find their abilities to put things together very impressive. But I do like the artists. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Nope, not gonna mess with that rock. One percent, 2%. Nope. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode.
Accepted. You
Like
may
I
now
say,
proceed.
lights on the ships don't work half the time. You see it's trying not to work. I just, like I say, there's fun to be had. The trouble is, Star Citizen, just so much of it is just so poorly put together. Just like Freelancer was. They had to get rid of Chris Roberts to actually finish the game. That's his legacy. If he's a legend, it's a legend that cannot finish anything he starts. To me, that is his legacy. And this game will be the same way. Unless Chris Roberts gets thrown out for whatever reason, this game will never get finished. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode. So I only have about a half a load. So. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
But see, I should be lighting up the ground now, but I'm not. Like I say, things just don't work. Lights.
Lights on.
Lights.
Lights
See,
on.
I'm not very far off the ground, and yet it doesn't. They're not working. Arg. It's just, just bad design all the way around. See that? Just really bad design. Bad design, bad implementation. That's what Star Citizen is about. And it's really a shame. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
And I stay out here long enough and I'll just finally just take any old thing. Because like anything else, you just waste your time long enough, you just get bored with it. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Just gets boring. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
And then of course you get the rocks that don't even show up. Scanning mode.
Accepted.
Okay, so
You may now
it's,
proceed.
I'm already really getting bored of doing this. Getting bored. And that's okay getting bored. I don't have a problem with that. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Can't get rich every time out. Just that, gets to be a point that it stops being fun. And yeah. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
And it's about got to that point that I'm just going to take what I got back, or I might go ahead and fill up, but it'll be all junk, so it's not really going to be worth anything. And that's okay too. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Yeah, see, we're just not my day to find good shit. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Just not my day. Okay. Well, come on. Be something out there. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Alright, I'm just going to break this rock up. It's fairly good size. I'm just really tired of mining already, so we're just going to break it. We're going to take the quartz. It's not very valuable, but I should get some 100% pieces out of it to maximize what I can get. I do have a decent load of agrium in the thing already. Got some decent pieces, so I'll do 30-40K regardless, which is not good, but I just already tired of going out here searching. Some days I don't get as bored as quick. Sometimes I'm out here for a very long time, very stubborn, but today ain't it. Just don't want to do it any longer. Rather do something else. Oh, sickness. Yeah. Come on. Come on, the wind ain't blowing that hard. Cut it out. Could have swore there was a 100% piece there somewhere. Now I don't see it. Got to be tucked right up underneath that shit, don't it? very cheap material. If it's not 100%, I ain't taking it. There's really not a whole lot of value here. And then filling up with inert materials just isn't going to help the matter. Pieces not. I'm gonna have to break it. See, I could just take that piece, but I'm not going to. It's only 38%. It's cheap shit. I ain't doing it. Don't need much, but I'll go ahead and break this. And get one more 100% piece to fill up. Got a little carried away there. Come on, baby, cool down. I guess 99.96 is okay. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Star map.
Activating now.
Yeah, just got tired of doing it. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Actually, gonna build. Yeah, I guess I am. I really figured I needed oil. Why is that not turning? What you doing? Huh. Acting weird. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Gimbals.
Actioned.
Range.
Collecting data.
Oh, God. Goodness. Jump.
Jumping.
Playing bunny rabbit. All right. I might be upside down here. Ba, ba, ba. Permission land.
Approach protocols engaged.
Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile glass.
You know, if it wasn't such a pain in the ass keep switching these MFDs back and forth, I would use the MFDs to contact. But you know what? You change them and then it just switches them back to however they think they should be. Once again, the game is not very user-friendly. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down.
I should be able to
And
use the MFDs
locked.
up that I want up, not what they decide I should have up. And communications is very important, and that's one they don't want you to use. Does make no sense to me. Once again, bad game design. Let's make them fight to be able to use the one that's most useful. Let's say bad game design. Star Citizen.
Landing complete.
Power down.
Stay.
But they never listen to the people. They do what they want. Exits. Power down.
Powering
Exit
down.
seat.
Affirmative.
Yeah, like I said, maybe in 10 years I'll actually get a game. Maybe. But I got a feeling it's going to be at least 10 years at the rate of their progress, because they are very, very slow progressing. Which is really sad. But maybe in another decade. Maybe. Won't bet on it. Oops. Won't open up. Whoops. Not going to do me any good to be at this terminal, is it? Get out of my way, buddy. Just move it. Move it or lose it. Gotta go to the right terminal. And still made 45. Even though, but see, this is really what I wanted to do here. 48%, that'd be 90%. I'd have made 90, 80, 90K. But see, even though I had so much quartz, just really isn't worth any money. Not worth a lot of money. And I knew that when I took it, but I was already tired of mining. Just the way it was. Yep. I'd had enough. Didn't want no more. Just didn't want to try anymore for good stuff. Just having a bad day at everything working kind of takes the fun out of it. So I decided to call it quits. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Startup.
Acknowledged.
Star map.
Activating now.
Close star map.
Affirmative.
Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules.
Boy, this thing never
Handing you
likes
the
to
com.
take off here. You know what? No matter how much thrusters you give it, it just doesn't want to move. It only does that at Olisar. Everywhere else it works just fine. Just Olisar, this ship, it does not like Olisar for whatever reason.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Range.
Collecting data.
Don't know why. And the bad thing about this ship with this bubble canopy is you gotta look at that ridiculously bright sun all the time. Jump.
Jumping.
Most of the ships you fly, you can orient them that the canopy or something will block the sun, but when you have a bubble canopy, you can't do that. Too much open glass. And Chris Roberts seems to think that having that bright, annoying light in your face is good gameplay. Now, I have played a lot of space games over the years, and I have never seen anybody turn up the intensity that high except Chris Roberts and company. So that leads me to believe they're doing it on purpose just to be dicks. Because it sure as doesn't make anything immersive. It just makes it annoying. That's all it does. Makes it annoying. But hey, I don't expect any good gameplay from Chris Roberts and company. Don't expect it. Because let's be realistic, one thing Chris Roberts and company likes to do is to cloud your vision. They don't want you to be able to see anything. Whether it's snow, it's ice, it's dirt, it's fog. They really pride themselves on making everything look like shit. Most people who hire artists to create good looking content want to show it off. That is not Star Citizen. They hide everything behind a layer of shit because their performance is so bad. They think that covering everything up with fog and dirt and light, well, you can't see how bad shit is running, so that's a plus to them. Range.
Collecting data.
But all they're doing is verifying that they are that bad at programming. Jump.
Jumping.
And I get a kick out of the Chris Roberts Defense League who says, oh, they're so much better than all these publisher companies. You know what? They are worse than EA when it comes. You know, they even charge you for a paint per color. Oh, we'll let you color your ship for $10. You know, you want to talk about, you know, $300 million, and now they come up with, we're going to charge you for a paint job. And it's just a matter of pushing a button, because let's be realistic. How hard is it to change one number in a code for color? It's worth $10 to Chris Roberts. Like I say, he's not very impressive. I mean, their artists have done a really good job, and I would think they would like to show that off. But they don't. Cover it with fog and snow and rain because... And the reason is because their LODs are so short. I mean, you go down to a planet, and planet 350 meters is as soon as an LOD will kick in. Now, that's not very long. You know, their performance, game performance, is so bad that they just try to cover that up. The bad LODs, they try to cover it up with fog and rain and snow and all that shit, which I find just totally ridiculous. They think they're fooling anybody. They're not fooling anybody. People are just laughing at them. Just laughing at them. See, that's how bad it is. See, you can't hardly see that asteroid right there because I just, you know, you got no scanners, you got nothing to pick them up. Permission to land.
Approach protocols engaged.
I mean, so many of us really wish this project to succeed. Close bubble glass.
Please proceed to assign landing bay.
Closing mobi glass.
But they really disappoint us all the time because all they care about is making money so Chris Roberts can drive a new car. Because he sure as hell doesn't spend the money on developing the game. Okay, should be over here, I think. Maybe. There's a pole sticking up here somewhere. There it is over there. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Yep. Mobile glass. See if it allow me to fill up the tank. Hallelujah. So we'll have be full when we go back out. Always good to start with a full tank. It's not making me
Flare chaff.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to shaft you up. Power down. Power down.
Powering down.
Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I just can't decide if I want to worry about diameter. 5 Cosmos. I mean, this Rift S works pretty good. The inside-out tracking is excellent. It's not like I can go try one somewhere. See if it'd be worth my trouble or worth the price. That's the trouble. Just don't know. I guess I could try it for a day or two, and if I didn't like it, buy it from Amazon, send it back, right? Guess I could do that. Really kind of hate to play those games, but might be something to look at. Just don't know how much nicer it would be if it'd be nicer at all. I just don't know. Okay, let's see if I can put it in storage. Yes, I can. Yes, can, yes, can, yes, can. And we are stored. Okay. I am going to get out of here. Whoops. And we done had enough for tonight. Have fun, everybody. Oh, goodness.